Where on earth did you run off to? I walked into class and you were gone like some invisible ghost from the bargain aisle. Mr. Carter asked me to help carry some folders and textbooks to the staff room. I didn't think it would take that long, but I'm just now heading back. So let me get this straight. You ditched me, to be a glorified delivery mule for some crusty old teacher? Adorable. Anyway, since you're obviously in a helpful mood, go buy me a chicken sub and a mango smoothie. I'm starving, and I refuse to faint in front of all these peasants. I'm really sorry, but I don't have any money with me today. I packed lunch from home so I wouldn't need to buy anything. Wait, hold on. Did you actually just say no to me? You're refusing a direct order from the most popular girl in school? Are you feeling extra bold today or just confused? I didn't mean it as a refusal. I really just don't have the money right now. If you gave me some, I could go get it for you. Oh, please. Like I'd hand over cash to someone who probably irons their dollar bills and keeps coins in a sock drawer. You're lucky I even talk to you. Molly, I've never taken anything from you. I was only offering to help if you needed something. I didn't mean to upset you. This is exactly why you'll always be pathetic. You act like you're doing people favors just for existing. Whatever, tell me what you brought for lunch then. Let me guess, crumbs and disappointment? It's just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and an apple. That's all. It's not fancy or anything. Stop. You actually admitted that? Like, are you serious? Do you hear yourself? You sound like a 7-year-old on a field trip. It's what we had at home. I didn't want to bother my mom for money this week. She's been working extra hours. Oh my God, this just keeps getting better. I need to see this. Send me a picture. No, wait, I'll just dig through your bag myself. This is gold. Please don't touch my stuff. It's really not something to laugh at. Too late. Guess what I found? One sad little sandwich with the crusts cut off and the smallest apple I've ever seen. I swear this lunch looks like it was packed by sadness itself. That's my lunch, Molly. I brought it because it's all I had. Please just give it back. Why would I give this back? So you can humiliate yourself by actually eating it? Trust me, I'm doing the entire room a favor by putting this slop where it belongs, in the trash. Goodbye, depression sandwich. Fare thee well, lonely apple. I can't believe you actually threw it away. That was all I had. I haven't eaten anything today. Aw, I'm so sorry. Did I offend your delicate peanut butter feelings? Maybe next time pack a meal that doesn't cry quietly when you unzip the bag. Why would you do that? Because I couldn't let you sit there and actually eat that in front of people. Have you no shame? I didn't think it was that bad. I was just hungry. Of course you didn't think. That's the problem. You walk around with your little discount vibes like it's normal. You should be thanking me. I saved you from the utter humiliation of being seen with that prison food. I didn't mean to upset you. I really just wanted to eat and get to class. Wow, that was actually painful to read. You just wanted to eat, like a stray dog begging at the back door. You're lucky I even talk to you. I keep you around because you make me look generous. That's your only value. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make things worse. Oh my God, you didn't make things worse. You are what's worse. You're like a living, breathing, sad story. Next time, do yourself a favor and skip the lunch altogether. Starving would probably be a better look.
Hey, are you okay? I saw what happened today. That was seriously awful.
Oh, hi, Kellen. I'm okay, I think. Just kind of tired. But thank you for asking.
In case you were wondering, I left that pastry on your desk. I wasn't sure what else to do. I figured you hadn't eaten anything else, so...
Wait, that was from you? I had no idea. Thank you. I was honestly so hungry I almost cried when I saw it.
I'm glad it helped. I just couldn't believe she actually threw your lunch in the trash like that. Over a sandwich? What's wrong with her?
It's fine, really. I mean, it's not like it was anything special. Just a sandwich and an apple.
So what? That doesn't matter. Food is food. You packed what you had, and she humiliated you for it like it was some kind of joke.
I mean, it kind of was pathetic, right? I didn't even realize how small it looked until she held it up like that.
No, don't say that. You packed a normal lunch, Emily. The only pathetic thing was her attitude.
I just didn't want to bother my mom for money again. She's been picking up extra shifts, and I didn't want to be a burden.
You're not a burden. You're doing your best in your circumstances, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. She made you feel small for something that says more about her than you.
I don't know. It's easier to just laugh it off. Pretend I don't care. That way it doesn't sting as much.
But it does sting, and it should. The mean girl energy from her was way off the charts to a degree I've only ever seen in bad dramas.
I'm used to people looking down on me, but no one's ever said something like that before. Not like that. Not with everyone watching.
You didn't deserve it. None of it. And honestly, I don't think she deserves to breathe the same air as decent people like you.
You're being really kind. More than I expected. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I wanted to ask you something. Now. There was something I wanted to ask you about.
Okay.
Would you want to work at my family's restaurant? In the kitchen? Our prep assistant quit out of nowhere and we need help.
Wait, are you serious?
Totally. My dad's the manager. I told him a little about you. If you're interested, just come by after school tomorrow and meet him.
I've never worked in a restaurant before. I'm not sure I'd be any good.
We'll teach you everything. Honestly, you already seem more reliable than most of the people we've hired.
I wouldn't want to mess things up or make things awkward for you.
You wouldn't mess up anything, and you'd actually be helping a lot. Please consider it, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'll come by tomorrow. Thank you, Kellen. I mean that.
Of course, and Emily, you matter. Don't let someone like Molly make you feel like you don't.
So, rumor says you've got a part-time job now. Is that actually true, or is it just one of those sad fantasies you live in? It's true. I started working a few weeks ago. It doesn't interfere with school, so I thought it would be okay. Oh wow, you're working and showing up to class? I didn't think poor people had the energy for both. It's not that hard, I just go after school. And it's only for a few hours, so I still have plenty of time for homework and stuff. That's adorable. What is it, some sad little cashier gig? Or are you scrubbing toilets for minimum wage? It's a restaurant job. I work in the kitchen at Kellen's family's place. Wait, you're telling me you're working at Kellen's restaurant? The actual Kellen? The cute one? Yeah, they were looking for help and he mentioned it to me. Let me guess, you're not allowed anywhere near the customers. Just hiding in the back with the trash cans and potato peels. I do prep work and dishwashing. It's not glamorous, but I like it fine. That is hilarious! You're actually living out the poor girl kitchen fantasy. What's next, a hairnet and sad playlists? The kitchen is typically too noisy for us to be able to hear any music. But it pays well, and I'm thankful they gave me the chance. You're thankful for cleaning grease traps and peeling carrots? That's honestly so bleak I can't even laugh. I don't really mind staying out of sight. No kidding, you've always had that invisible background extra vibe. No surprise, they stuck you where no one has to look at you. I just try to stay focused and get things done. You know, wash one dish, on to the next, rinse and repeat. Literally. God, you sound like a middle-aged woman. Are you gonna start giving life advice next? Work hard and eat your feelings? Some of the teachers eat there. Actually, Mr. Carter comes in a lot. Mrs. Andrews, too. Ew, they've actually been eating food that passed through your grimy little hands? That's unfortunate. I thought they had better taste than that. I don't touch the finished plates. I just prep and clean like I told you. So, yeah, you don't need to worry about our teachers. So, basically, you're the mop. Love that for you. So classy. You've always had that damp gray energy. I'm just doing my best. It was never about any energy. Ugh, you would say that. You always say that. It's so boring I could scream. Okay, well, I'm sorry if I bored you with the conversation you initiated. Ugh, I don't know why I ever expected anything less. Note to self, never talk to poor girls working in food service. I don't understand. Why did you do that? You poured food over my head in front of everyone like I wasn't even a person. Oh, stop acting so shocked. You've been walking around with those pretty little lunches like you're starring in some feel-good cooking show. Did you think no one would notice? I wasn't trying to be noticed. I just wanted to eat lunch and get through the day without being humiliated. You seriously expect me to believe that? You, with your perfectly packed sandwiches and sliced fruit, sitting next to Kellen like you belonged there? Please. I didn't pack them. They're just staff meals from the restaurant. The restaurant started giving me one because I work there, that's all. Oh, I see them. So you're getting special treatment now? You think sharing a kitchen makes you his equal or something? No, I never thought that. I was just grateful, that's all I ever felt. Grateful someone showed me kindness for once. You know what I see? I see someone who used to be invisible, suddenly smiling and acting like she matters. You looked happier. That was your mistake. I didn't think being happy would make you hate me more. I thought if I stayed quiet, if I didn't bother anyone, maybe you would leave me alone. You should have stayed in your place. Instead, you got bold. You started walking around like you had some kind of worth, and it honestly made me sick to watch. Maybe I did start walking differently. Maybe it's because someone finally looked at me and didn't see something pathetic. Maybe that scared you. You seriously think you've grown or something? You're still just the poor girl who gets leftovers. You're still nothing. Then why did you go out of your way to hurt me? Why bother dumping a lunch on someone you think is nothing? I did it because I could, that's all. Simple. You know what? I'm tired of this, tired of you. And fortunately for me, I won't have to deal with you for much longer. I'm transferring next week. I'll be living with relatives and finishing the school year somewhere else. Wow, so you're running away? Shocker. I'm not running, I'm choosing something better. I've lived in your shadow for years, and I let your words define me. I don't want to live like that anymore. You think anyone's going to care that you're gone? You think Kellen's going to cry over his little prep assistant? No, I don't expect anything from anyone. I just want peace. I want to remember what it feels like to exist without fear of what you'll say next. You're so dramatic, it's almost funny. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I just want to say one last thing before I go. Make it quick. I'm getting bored. Being cruel doesn't make you powerful. It doesn't make you admired. It just makes you hollow. And if the people around you ever saw how you really talk to people like me, I don't think they'd look at you the same way again. You're not going to tell anyone. You never do. You're too soft. You're right. I'm not going to. I don't need to destroy you to move on. I just need to stop believing your words meant anything about who I really am. Then go. No one's stopping you. Please try becoming someone who can care about other people. You still could. I believe that. You really are pathetic. Maybe, but at least I know who I am now. Goodbye, Molly. You seriously came to the reunion? I thought someone was joking when they said your name was on the list. I figured you'd have the sense to stay home and spare yourself the embarrassment. I have to say I'm impressed. It's been 8 years, Molly, but somehow you managed to stay exactly the same as when I last spoke to you. Excuse me, I look better than ever. I had a boyfriend all through college, and I've got one now too. Some of us just don't lose our charm. You wouldn't know anything about that though, would you? I'm still popular, in case you were wondering. Actually, I might even be more magnetic now. I walked in and 3 different people turned their heads. Not surprised, obviously. But enough about the basics. I'm here for one thing tonight, and that's Kellen. He's still calm, still successful, and still single. The heir to a restaurant, no less. That's a catch if I've ever seen one. And with someone like me in the room, please, he doesn't stand a chance. I'm going to make him fall for me before dessert is served. Okay, that wasn't what I was going to say, but since you're so confident, I'll say this instead. You haven't grown at all, not as a person, not even a little. Wow, you really think you get to say that to me now? You disappear for years, then walk back in here acting like you're better than me? Acting like you're better than me? Where are you even hiding? Behind the buffet, lurking in the bathrooms? Just tell me so I can come over and shove some trash in your mouth like I used to. You know you missed it. I'm not hiding, and that's not something you'll be doing again. Also, I'm not poor anymore. I thought you should know that before your next joke falls flat. Wait, what are you talking about? Don't tell me you married rich. That would actually be hilarious. No, I didn't marry into anything. I own 3 cafe terraces. I opened them myself and I manage them on my own. You run cafes? So what are you, the assistant manager or something? No, I'm the owner. You expect me to believe that? I don't need you to believe it. The work speaks for itself. They're doing well. This is ridiculous. You actually think owning a few cafes makes you somebody? You sound so smug, it's nauseating. It's actually impressive how annoying your new attitude is. Maybe I should shut it down for you. I've got a tray of food right here. Want me to do what I used to and shove it in your mouth? Are you really so drunk that you forgot you've already spilled 3 entire trays of food on the ground so far? It's sad to see that you haven't learned to treat food with care. What did you say? You can see me. Yes, I've been watching the whole time. You've been waving these hors d'oeuvres around like they're a weapon. You were planning to dump it on me, weren't you? Of course I was, just like the good old days. You remember, don't you? I poured that ridiculous lunch on your head. You were trying to win Kellen over with your sweet little bento act. It was pathetic. That lunch you dumped on me, it wasn't mine. Kellen made it. What are you even talking about? Back in high school, I worked part-time at his family's restaurant. As part of his training, Kellen was in charge of making staff meals. After a while, he started preparing an extra one for me. He never said much about it. He just handed it to me quietly every day. He made those lunches because he wanted to. I never asked him for anything. And the lunch you humiliated me with, the one you dumped on my head like it was garbage, he made that. That was his work, his effort, his kindness. No, you're lying. I don't believe you for 1 second. I'm not lying. You never asked where the food came from. You just assumed I didn't deserve it and threw it away. But the truth is, every single lunch you laughed at, every one you tried to shame me for, was something Kellen made. Okay, that's it. You need a lesson in manners when talking to your betters. Where are you? You want to know where I am? Look across the room, near the windows. Kellen and I came here together. We've been sitting at our table the entire time, watching everything. What? No, you and Kellen are together? But what's that supposed to mean? That was the moment Molly finally turned around. And the first thing she saw must have been Kellen's face, his brow sharply furrowed and his eyes burning with quiet anger. His expression wasn't loud or theatrical. It was cold, controlled, and unmistakably furious. When she met his gaze, Molly's knees began to shake. The boldness she had flaunted just moments earlier vanished completely. Kellen walked up to her without hesitation. He didn't shout. He didn't cause a scene. He simply looked her in the eye and said, I turned you down because you were and are an awful person. Simple as that. The words hit harder than any insult ever could. Molly couldn't answer. Her whole body seemed to collapse beneath her and she dropped to the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. But no one went to help her. Not a single classmate offered comfort. Not one person spoke to her. And somehow that silence said more than anything else. Several minutes later, as she lingered near the edge of the room, still recovering, she overheard something she wasn't meant to hear. She realized just from the conversation alone that Kellen and I were married. And the moment she understood it, her crying started again, louder, messier, almost childlike. She ran out of the reunion hall in tears, with no one calling her back.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.